So a quick shout out to all 18 of you watching me live, all 17 of you watching me live, all 16 of you watching me live, or I'm just kidding. Shout out to everyone watching. You'll watch 17 people watching me live, and all 100 of you plus that will watch me later, watch this show later. Shout out to all of you. I appreciate you and your support. We're talking a little bit about Keke Palmer and Darius Jackson. This was on shout out to the Hollywood Unlocked. And they said Keke Palmer and Darius Jackson turned up at Beyonce's Renaissance show last night. Now, if you remember, Keke Palmer was at Usher's show, showing her butt cheeks in dancing, with Usher some few weeks back. And this young man was dragged woto. He was collecting left and right everywhere. Now, he was, because he went on the internet to air his grievances about his baby mother. You're a mother though, but you're supposed to be a mother though, right? Yeah. He was basically crying to Twitter, and Twitter dragged him woto, and then he ended up ending his account temporarily, I guess, And then some few weeks later, I think they came out and they said, oh, they've broken up, he's decided he wants to move on. And then he came out and he said that's fake news, So this is the good now. Now this is good news, okay? I like when I see this, because let me tell you something. The grass always seems greener on the other side, okay? The grass always seems greener on the other side. Okay, doesn't mean it's not greener. It could be. But if it's greener, it's a good chance somebody else is watering it, or maybe it's synthetic, it's fake. It's fake, meaning there's no life in it. So, and sometimes you do have to move on from the situation where you find yourself, right? And a lot of times the grass just seems greener on the other side, right? So I like it when people can pick up the pieces and mend their relationship, because guess what? They have a child together. They don't really have a choice anyway, okay? They will have to have some kind of relationship over time, okay? This is the part that a lot of people that get caught up in their emotions that they don't get. This is a relationship that you're going to have to find a way to manage anyway for the rest of the life of those children, right? You have to be in a place later on to be able to stand them. It's like going to war, right? In the beginning, you might have to negotiate. If you don't want to negotiate, you want to have coconut head. At the end of it, you have to negotiate. Still, the only difference is casualties. Reality, okay? Does that mean you always stay in a situation? No. I'm just saying be aware of that, okay? Just because you're running doesn't mean you get to run. There's no escape, okay? Most of the time, there's no escape. So the one thing you can do about life and love and relationships is learn how to nurture your relationships. Learn how to nurture your relationships. If you don't nurture your relationships, somebody else will help you nurture it. Maybe rightfully so. I'm not saying it's not necessarily. I just want you to be aware that you need to nurture your own relationships. That's how you build on top of it. You nurture it, and then it grows. And then other people will say, relationship goals. Yeah, they will say your grass is greener. They don't realize that you've been watering it. So I like to see this. It doesn't mean it's a guarantee of anything to the future, but I like to see it. But this was the news. They went to Beyonce's concert together, right? Now, if this was some other type of people, okay, they might want to get their own lick back. Meaning, no, I'm just gonna go to Beyonce by myself too and dance on the stage. Well, gentlemen, unfortunately, you don't have that luxury. Okay, you're just going to look like a madman out there. That's all. And then Beyonce is not going to turn her booty cheeks to you to dance. It's not gonna happen. Okay, so this is the best way you can get his lick back, which is, they have some kind of relationship, then re-nurturing their relationship. So here we go. You have to love it. I love that. I like that they are real, as in they've gone through the poto. The situation ended up in the poto for a second, right? It is what it is, you know. But I also like that they're coming out of it and they're trying to make the best out of it. Is that a guarantee of the rest of their life? No, there's no guarantee in life. The only thing that's guaranteed is this moment. Me and you, we're hanging out right now. This is this moment, right? The more you can nurture this moment and build on top of these relationships, the higher the chances that the next moment will follow the same pattern. You get it? You get it or you don't get it? You get it?
You get it? Okay. If you don't get it, forget about it. All right.
If you don't get it, forget about it, man. Honestly, this moment when you're with your partner, when you're with your loved ones, your child, being able to take advantage of this moment is everything. If you make a mess out of it or you start fantasizing about it's better somewhere else, right? You know, there's a higher chance. It's not guaranteed. There's a higher chance that will repeat itself until you end up in the poto together, right? Or maybe alone, right? Most likely together, because once they engage in a relationship with you, they deserve all type of poto that comes to them too. It's just what it is. It's the reality. You see what I'm saying? So it's not a situation where you say, well, they were mean to me, they deserve. Well, if you say they deserve, you're saying the partner deserves it. You're saying the children deserves it. That's what you're saying. That's how a lot of people are perpetuating toxic results all over the place, and they don't realize it. Okay? So it's good to see them in this light at that show. I wanted to highlight that to let you know that just because you find yourself in the funk in your relationship does not make you any worse than the next person. We've all been there. We've all been there. The only difference you're trying to create is you don't want to lose the loved ones in your life. You don't want to lose a relationship that can actually blossom into a beautiful thing later. Because honestly, if you can figure it out, I'm not talking about toxic situation that's just bad, that your life is on the line. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the typical that everyone will go through. You'll find yourself in a situation where you question everything. You question compatibility. You question if this person is for you. You question if this was all a mistake. You question if she's in fact a feminine woman like she claimed in the beginning. You question everything because you find yourself in the funk like the rest of us. And then you're thinking that maybe it's better on the other side.
You doing what?
Maybe not. Okay? Maybe not. So I wanted to highlight this to let you know that, hey, listen, how they say it, right? It's if you can zone in and say, hey, it's not necessarily better anywhere else. Let me sometimes you have to back off a little bit, right? To have a clear view of what's going on, right? Then once you can get into a space that is good, nurture it, build on top of it, have a conversation. Talk more about the things you like. Talk less about the things you don't like, right? Because what you focus on expands. This is real. This is not just science or some spiritual science or no, it's the reality of life, okay? This is not just Christianity and spirituality. No, it's the reality of life. What you focus on expands in twisted ways. Oftentimes, it might take you time before you see that, oh my God, it just expanded. That's why people say, nonsense, Jerry. So if I focus on 1 million, it turn to 1 million. You see? That's what we're talking. You are playing with your future.
You use your future to play.
Pay attention to what I'm saying, okay? All right. Majority of what I'm telling you is easier said than done, because when you're caught up in your emotions, you're caught up. I'm just saying, if you're caught up in your emotions like the rest of us, calm down. Just calm down a little bit. Maybe just need a little bit of time. Take some water. Take a shower. Come back to it in the morning. Yeah. No, but we must talk about it tonight. No long-term relationship go to bed. You are lying. That's a lie. Okay. It's okay to go to bed and come back to the issue in the morning. Stop lying to yourself. Don't lie to yourself. It's okay to go to bed. Heavens are not going to fall out of the skies tonight. I promise you. Okay. And then you might just come back later, a few weeks later, and then you're bumping to Beyonce together with your partner. and everybody go day all right. All those online in-laws, they go day, I promise they will day all right. They moved on to the next story. See me, I'm just happy to be one of the few people that came back to this story. Majority of people, they moved on. They are more attracted to the toxic part of the story. All right, I just wanted to highlight that really quickly. Let me see. Chia said we get it. The internet, he collected. Yeah, he collected. It's okay. Sometimes you need to collect to build, to grow. That's part of growing pain. All right.